This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster, my podcast.
And this is Aforgomon.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Aforgomon rules.
I fucking love Aforgomon. Gary, you know what?
I'm in the pocket for Aforgomon so hard.
I will do whatever it takes to get in good with a god of time.
World.
Yeah. Hey, Aforgomon,
I will
take
worship
me.
whatever you need. Yeah, Aforgomon, hit me up. Aforgomon, you got my celly.
HMU.
Yeah. This is a Clark Ashton Smith joint, avatar of Yog-Sothoth. And Yog-Sothoth only gets the one avatar, I think.
Mm-hmm. But it makes it count.
If I recall. Yeah, no, there's more avatars.
Yeah, he has Tawil Atmur. Yeah.
Yeah. Aforgomon, in terms of its being, not that interesting.
Right.
But you don't really see him. Like, he's just kind of around, and his subtitle is the Time God.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to fuck around with time, Aforgomon is your man.
You basically have to make an appeal to him.
Yeah. The old appeal to Aforgomon defense, because Aforgomon can has the ability to halt time, pass into and out of it, can transport other items and beings through time.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yes.
And this is just like so adventure hooky, as to be absolutely, because a lot of times in Call of Cthulhu stuff, wanting to undo a mistake is the, well-intentioned thing that someone does, where they summon one of these gods, like they're trying to bring back their dead wife or something.
Right.
Aforgomon gives you a whole new way of doing this. Gomon, rather, where you could be trying to go back in time to stop it.
Yes.
And, all kinds of hijinks can ensue.
Yeah. I mean, specifically because Aforgomon is not really that interested in helping you. In a good kind of way. In fact, has a very codified way of punishing you.
Yeah. It's a real problem if you piss off Aforgomon.
I just highlighted the entire paragraph because it's so good. Like, I don't want to read the entire thing, but like, so if you, if you make an appeal or if you trespass against him, you might be subject to the chain of Aforgomon. Which is awful from beginning to end.
Yeah. You are in the Dreamlands.
Mm-hmm. First off, bad enough. You're in the Dreamlands.
Yeah, already pretty annoying. And it gets worse, though, because you get chained naked to a huge stone chair suspended over a gaping abyss.
Right.
That is like the Dark Souls-iest looking, like, fucking image. Like, this is the huge, like, you go to this huge abyss and there's just chains locking someone to a chair.
Yeah.
Like, the chair is what makes that. Like, that is such a good image.
The stone chair, and you're made to wait indefinitely. That sounds like the actual punishment to me, which is you are there and you have no idea when it is going to come, and with nothing, but like with no reference for time passing, how quickly you would lose your mind chained to that chair.
Yep. And then when Aforgomon gets around to it, he appears. He makes the change really hot, which kills you.
Yes.
There. Then, though, your corpse is found in the waking world.
Right.
So with concentric rings that match the chains.
Right. But so the flesh is burned, but not the clothes.
And the cool thing about this is that since he's waited like aeons for this, like, time can pass differently in the dream world. But this is like, you could have as a hook, like your adventurers find like a crusader.
Yeah.
In the middle of Times Square or something, like, or not in Times Square, but like some, you find somebody way out of time.
Something like this happens in Twin Peaks: The Return, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, shit's cool.
Yeah.
Like it is the goodness. Like, and then you have to try to figure out, it's like, oh, they kind of look like chains, like what are these patterns of burns? And the clothing is actually fine. What happened? Like, it's such a cool locked room mystery, and it's a Aforgomon.
Yep. Oh, we got an Aforgomon.
Like,
and you have such the idea of solving a mystery around this is so complicated and compromised by the fact that after something dies, it's not just that you die, it is that you are removed from the stream of history, but it takes time.
Yeah.
At the end of this, very soon the victims of Aforgomon literally cease to exist. All knowledge, memory, and the record of them fades from existence. So the fact that by the end of this, you could have all of the information you need about what happens, and you take it to somebody and you say, there's no record of that person ever having lived.
Yep. And that means like this is probably already happening in real life. And like if you find like a place like on the plateau of Lang where it's protected from the effects of this, you find this huge hall of records of like some like this order of monks who have been investigating this for centuries.
Right.
And they have records of it all throughout history.
Yeah.
But it's the only place they can exist. Like you take one, you make a copy and you leave and you forget that, what was in there and stuff. Like this is so rich.
I love this so fucking much.
Yeah, it really makes me want to read this story.
I want to read the story, and I want to like play with this idea in other fiction.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, very good. He's also, because of time, his move stat is infinite.
I love
That's
it
just
so
baller.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's extremely baller.
Yeah.
It's a little lame that he shoots fire. I feel like that's when
It's real
the people who are, that's where Clark Ashton Smith kind of like was like,
it's okay. If he gets caught, like, what can he do? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could age them. You could do some time shit. But what if you shot a fireball? I don't know. What if you dual classed into a regular?
It would only be funnier if his special power was, oh yes, he can.
A gun?
Yeah, exactly, a gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's also known for his powerful iron spear.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/duckfeed.tv.